Walk past a carpentry workshop or an outdoor metal fabrication yard, and you are instantly hit by the sights and sounds of raw construction. You will hear the rhythmic scritch-scratch of a handsaw cutting through timber, or see metal pipes being filed down by hand. Transforming these dense, raw materials into useful everyday products, like a school desk or a metallic charcoal stove, requires precision. As this diagram shows, bringing any material to its final form means progressing through three required operations. You must securely hold the material, accurately cut it, and carefully shape the edges. Selecting the correct tool family for each of these three steps dictates the entire process. It marks the boundary between a tight, successful fit and ruined materials or serious injury. Before a single blade touches the workpiece, that material must be completely stationary. If wood or metal slips while you work, you lose control of the cut. We prevent this using the bench vise. Looking at this side-by-side cross-section, you can see how vices are engineered for specific materials. A woodworker's vise uses flat jaws, often lined with wood, to grip timber without bruising it. An engineer's vise uses heavy cast iron with textured jaws to bite into steel. But over-tightening an engineer's vise will easily crush hollow metal pipes or leave permanent dents in softer materials. Clamping requires firm, distributed security. Understanding your material's density allows you to lock it in place without destroying it before the work even begins. Once the material is secure, cutting tools are used to separate it. The hardness of the workpiece dictates the specific blade you need to use. This comparison table breaks down two distinct saw types. For timber, plywood, and MDF, a traditional handsaw utilizes large, widely spaced teeth on a wide, flexible blade. For mild steel or hard plastics, a hacksaw relies on very small, fine teeth packed closely together on a narrow blade held under high tension in a metal frame. To operate a saw efficiently, use the mechanic's mnemonic: push to produce, pull to pause. The blade design requires downward pressure on the forward push stroke and a slight lift on the backward pull stroke. Pressing down on the pull stroke drags the teeth backward, dulling the edge and snapping the fragile teeth. A clean, straight cut is achieved by matching the correct blade to the material and establishing a smooth rhythm, rather than applying brute physical force. A fresh cut is rarely perfect. Shaping tools are required to remove rough burrs, flatten surfaces, and bring the material down to its final dimensions. This macro-level close-up shows the structural difference between two common shaping tools. A file features diagonal, continuous parallel ridges. A rasp features coarse, raised triangular teeth designed for aggressive, rapid removal of wood. A file is used for fine, precise work, scraping away tiny layers of material as fine dust. Shaping dictates the final tolerances of the parts. Using the correct abrasive tool ensures the joints fit flush and the surface finish meets professional standards. Let's apply these rules. To repair a thick PVC pipe, identify the holding tool, cutting tool, and clamping risk. Since PVC is hard plastic, secure it in an engineer's vise and cut with a hacksaw. The primary risk is crushing the tube by over-tightening. In outdoor fabrication yards, tools face extreme environmental stress. High humidity and exposure to the elements rapidly induce rust, dulling blades and freezing mechanical jaws. Protecting your equipment requires a strict routine. Metal parts must be wiped down with a lightly oiled cloth to repel moisture. Tools must be stored securely on wooden racks, preventing sharp edges from clashing against each other in a shared box. Dull, rusty tools require more force to use, which directly causes slips and injuries. Proper maintenance preserves your equipment and guarantees a safe working environment. This matrix maps the entire process. Whether working with wood or metal, you move systematically through the required actions. Hold firmly, cut rhythmically, and shape precisely. Knowing how to match the right tool to the right material at the right time is the core skill of all fabrication. Respect your tools, follow the sequence, and you can build safely for a lifetime.